What's up YouTube, this is Bystander X79. Guys, today I'm coming to you with my latest deck profile video for May 2019, and as you can see right in front of us, we're going to be doing my updated version of Metalfoe Kozmos. Now in my opinion, Metalfoe Kozmos is the most consistent version of Kozmos you can ever play. Okay, the pendulum scales the Metalfoes provide are wide enough to be able to special summon out the majority of your monsters onto the field, with the scale effects being able to pop cards off the field, set up the ship effects, as well as to be able to get Metalfoe resources out of your deck and onto the field. It's just insane. Alright? And then it tacked in a particular tech engine in this to add even more consistency with draw power, as well as some defensive plays as well, to help combat some of the newer decks like the Mystic Mind problem. And I can tell you this right now, the deck is awesome. Alright, if you don't believe me, let's get into it and I'll show you how awesome it is. Okay. 3 copies of Kozmo Dark Destroyer starts us off our monsters, okay? Whenever this card is summoned, you can target one monster on the field, destroy it. Since this is one of the bigger Kozmo ships, you can actually turn around and it can't be targeted by artifacts but from your opponent, which is just awesome. And furthermore, like all Kozmo ships, if this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can banish it and special summon a Kozmo monster of a lower level from your deck to the field. In this particular situation, it's going to be level 7 or less, which is basically the remainder of your Kozmo monsters. Alright. The next ship is one of 2 copies of Kozmo Sliprider. Alright, whenever this card is summoned, target one spell and trap card on the field, pop it, and of course, that can actually just help out this deck so well, because you don't have to go after your opponents, you can go after yours, which is huge. Like all Kozmo ships, when it's ever destroyed or sent to the graveyard, banish it, and you get a level 4 or lower Kozmo monster from your deck to your field. Alright. For the pilots, 1 copy of Tin Can. 1 is all you need in this deck. Get your 1 search off. Get that card out of your hand, and from there you can just start building up. The one pilot you want to be seeing a lot of is one of the 2 copies of Strawman. Pay your 500 life points, special summon a Kozmo monster from your banish zone back to your field. Its effects negated and it's destroyed by the end of the turn, but hey, the majority of the time you're going to be bringing back your ships just to get their graveyard effects off and more resources onto the field. So, very important to have 2 of these guys. Alright? Farm Girl. She is the queen of the Kozmo OTK. Basically, if she ever gets damage in, you pay 500 life points to get a Kozmo search any monster into your deck or card into your hand, and typically searching out a monster. Bounce her off the field with her effects to special summon out the other Kozmo card from your hand, and then you can swing with that monster, which is just huge. Alright. And last but not least, we have Kozmo Dark Lady. Dark Lady is basically a walking Solemn Strike. You pay 1,000 life points to negate monster effects. Awesome. Alright, and that's it for the Kozmos. Alright, we're going to do this Metalfoes. Alright, for the Scale 8s, we got 2 copies of Steelin and 3 copies of Volflame. Okay, and for the 1 scales, 2 copies of Silvered and 3 copies of Gold Driver. Alright, now all Metalfoes pendulum effects are the same. You basically pop 1 face-up card you control, whether it be another face-up spell or even one of the ships, and basically you can turn around and then add a Metalfoe's spell trap from your deck to your field, which is just awesome. And if you pop one of the Kozmo ships, of course you'll be getting their effect to get the low-level Kozmo monsters onto the field, which is just huge. And best part about it is you have 2 scales on the field, so you can use both scales during your turn. Awesome. Alright, and that's pretty much it for the monsters. Only 20 monsters in this particular deck. Moving forward, since the majority of monsters are Psychic type in this deck, you need to run your 1 copy of Emergency Teleport. Okay. Metalfoe's Fusion is important, and it's the best in our type fusion spell that we have. Basically, whenever this card goes to the graveyard, you can recycle it back in your deck and draw a card. You see this card in Metalfoe's, but it's popped up in a lot of other strategies as well, so that's why it's so versatile and useful. Alright. 1 copy of Full Metalfoe's Fusion. Quick play Metalfoe's fusion spell. Awesome card. But if we're talking about quick play fusion spells, we gotta turn around and talk about Super Poly. Super Poly is in this deck to help you break your opponent's board by fusing together some pretty nasty Dark Attribute monsters to get out Starving Venom, which can then shut down another monster effect, and you get, and basically from there take the duel down. All right. Metalfoe Kozmos with the tech engine in this deck, you're going to be needing a lot of field spells. So standard right here is going to be 2 copies of Terraforming, 1 copy of Set Rotation. All right. Great way to extend. It also locks your opponent out from using other field spells. Hint, hint. Mystic Mine. Okay. 2 copies of Kozmo Town. Oh boy, this card has a lot of cool effects. Being able to turn around and shuffle back Kozmo cards you don't need in your hand back into your decks to basically mulligan out more cards into your hand, which is awesome. The ability to get banished resources back into your hand by paying life points equal to that monster's level. Awesome. But the real effect that you could be abusing from this card a lot is when this card is popped, you could actually search your deck for another Kozmo card to add to your hand. Alright. And of course, the other field spell I'm running in this, oh boy, the 3 copies of Gigantic Diagram. Since this deck likes to pop stuff, you're going to be wanting to be able to get searches and pluses off of it, and Diagram basically helps you get plus hard by popping stuff off your field. Can't tell you how good it is. Pop cards, and you'll be able to turn around and get things out like one of the 2 copies of True Draco Heritage. Get you extra draws. 2 copies of Disciples, which can get you your resources from your graveyard back into your deck, so you can reutilize the engine multiple times during the course of your duels. And of course, one of the 2 copies of True Draco Apocalypse as well. This card I like a lot, basically because you could pop off another face-up True Draco card, have all the attacks of all your opponent's monsters, which is huge. And if this card ever leaves the field, it's taking one of your opponent's monsters with it, which is just so freaking awesome. Or you could pop your own Kozmo ship to get things even going even further. Alright, and last but not least, 2 copies of Metalfoe's Combination. This is one of the key cards you're going to be searching off of your Scales effects, basically primarily because of whenever it's popped and sent to the graveyard, you get the ability to search another Metalfoe's monster from your deck to your hand, which is just awesome. Alright, and that's it for the main deck. We're going to move on to the extra. Alright, this is a Pendulum-based deck, so you have to run your obligatory copy of Heavy Metalfoe's Electromite. Whenever this thing is link summoned, add a Pendulum monster from your deck, main deck, to your extra deck face up. Huge. Whenever this card can target 1 card on your field, pop it, and you basically get to turn around and draw a card. And then if one of your Scales gets popped, you get to add one of your face-up Pendulum monsters back to from your extra deck to your hand, which is just awesome. This gives you so many awesome abilities to do. It's so worth it. Alright, I run the Boro Brothers as the other 2 links. Boro Sword for OTK, Boro Load for breaking up boards. Pretty standard and easy to go into with this deck. Alright, rank 4 plays, Abyss Dweller, Graveyard effects are a thing, and in case you need to stall, Babushka. Alright, if you manage to get both of your Slip Riders out, you can utilize the Cyber Dragon package, Cyber Dragon Nova into Infinity. 2 Volt Flames can get you your Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon that just helps with burn. Anytime your opponent tries to resolve effects, it just keeps burning your opponent. And as long as it has materials attached to it, your opponent can't target this card, which is just awesome. Alright. Super Poly target, Starving Venom Dragon. Shuts down monster effects and basically just powers itself up. Awesome card to have. Alright. To help recycle your Metalfoe stuff from your graveyard back into your deck, the 2 copies of Metalfoe's Mithrilium. Basically, you target those 2 cards in your deck and 1 card on the field. Shuffle the 2 Metalfoe cards from your graveyard back into your deck, and you basically get a compulsory evacuation device effect on the field, which is just huge. And then if this card it leaves the field, you get to turn around and special summon one pendulum Metalfoe's monster from your extra deck or your graveyard, which is awesome. Okay. We got Metalfoe's Oracalc, which basically it allows all Metalfoe's fusion monsters to be able to inflict piercing damage onto your opponent, and that piercing damage is doubled, which is awesome. If this card leaves the field, you target one card in the field, destroy it. Again, playing into the whole strategy of this deck. Alright. Metalfoe's Alkahest, this bad boy allows you to basically slurp up opponent's monsters and equip them to itself to power himself up, but you can also use those monsters as materials for your fusions, which is just awesome. And last but not least, I do run the two vanilla fusions for Metalfoe's Adamite and Crimsonite. These two are also very good super poly targets as well. Just being able to turn around and target the necessary monsters that have the attack underneath either 3,000 from Crimsonite or 2,500 for Adamante, and you can basically be able to fusion them together, get them onto the field, and basically break your opponent's board in other ways. Alright. Guys, that is it for my Metalfoe Kozmo deck profile for May 2019. As always, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this on my channel, make sure to subscribe, enable the notifications so you don't miss a second episode. Guys, check out the end screens. Find the link to my Create a Mat contest. Alright, it's ongoing. Entry will be ending on May 31st. I hope to see a whole lot of great entries coming my way. I'm really excited to see what you guys can come out. If you want more details, just click on the link to that. Watch the video. Read the rules. Alright. Guys, check out the description box below. Find the link to my Discord. Join the conversation. We would love to have you. And guys, if you really like this video and want to help me push this channel into greater heights, I do want to be able to start doing live streams for you guys, as well as improve my technology to be able to record duels, whether it be on YGO Pro or Dueling Book. I would love to be able to get that technology. Right now I can't afford that. So if you guys want to help me push this channel forward, please consider backing me on Patreon. The link will be down in the description box below. Any contribution is going to help me meet that goal, and I will love to turn around and have your support. And I thank you so much if you do support me that way. Alright guys, until next time, peace.